How's it going? Nah, it's getting boring. I need to find a new gimmick. LDCSMB.
Hey, it is. Hey, how are you doing from the UK? I know you've had a few people from the UK on the podcast, so I thought I'd join in, try and get in on the pie. Hi, everybody.
Hello.
One of those days.
Um, what have I been playing? When I've had a chance to play anything, I've been playing Bayonetta because I've been at home quite a lot this week. I've got a couple of houses. I live at university now, but I've gone home for the past week. So I've got back into Bayonetta this week and a bit of Demon Souls as well in anticipation for Dark Souls 2. And I'm
Mhm.
so very excited. But Bayonetta's still got it. It's still just superb in everywhere. Pretty much that. I mean, the only other thing I'm doing is playing Mass Effect 2 when I can, just for the channel. That's the Let's Play I'm doing. And Chivalry. People seem to like my Chivalry videos for some reason, so I play that every so often, and it's a lot of fun. I'm just completely terrible at Chivalry. I don't know if there's a way to play that game yet, and I've played it for what, like 6 hours now. So I've played it long enough to know something about it. I just have no idea what I'm doing it for, right now.
Just
So
just swing them all.
yeah, that's what I do, but I seem to die all the time. And when I get one kill, it's the best thing in the world. So
Yeah,
it's worth it for all of the pain and suffering.
it's a fun game. You need to play it. It's fun.
You need to play it. You need to play it. Yeah, I know. I think you do a series on that. Do a series on games that you own that you need to play, and you're just trying them. Yeah, yeah, I know. Uh,
Just if you get desperate. Oh my.
it is.
Wait a second. I just realized something. GLaDOS is a mod in our chat. All right. So we've got the genetic life form and disk operating system. Nice. One game basically has dominated the last 2 weeks. It came out, I think, 2 weeks ago. It was one of my most anticipated in 2014. Earth Defense Force 2025. God, I love that game.
Nice.
Just absolute batshit crazy action. Using a giant rocket launcher to blast away ants, and giant robots, and giant dragons, and basically anything, make it giant, and you can shoot it with lasers and machine guns with 500 bullets per clip. It's just wonderful. I don't know what else to talk about. I mean, it's got possibly one of the greatest final bosses. I mean,
Well, I
I was
have
worried because the
questions.
last one had a really big boss, so I wasn't sure how they're gonna make it bigger than that, but they fucking did.
Have you
I've
played all the
never.
other ones in that series?
I've played 2017 and Insect Armageddon,
Is
although
there
they're
like a lot of a difference between them?
well,
That was my question as well.
Insect Armageddon was very different from 2017 and 2025 because that one was by a completely different company. And they like tried to make it more of a comedy game than an action game, which really made it suffer. I didn't like that game. 15 missions, one of the worst endings in video game history. It's a bad game. But 2017 is a lot, or 2025 is a lot like 2017. A lot, a lot.
Why do they jump so crazy with like the years? You'd think it'd just be like
Well, because 2017 is about to come. I mean, we need to give ourselves time before.
we need to be prepared for the ant invasion.
Exactly.
I do want to play it. I do want to play it. What's the multiplayer like? Is it online? I
I
presume
haven't
it's
tried the multiplayer yet,
no,
because
never.
No, single player definitely holds up on its own though.
Really?
But yeah, the multiplayer again. I mean, 4-player online, 2 per screen max. Seems like it'll be fun.
Hmm.
And there is a class in this game completely dedicated to supporting, so I'm sure that would help out a lot.
Yeah. That's the kind of role I go for normally in games anyway. Cause I'm not very good at stuff. Like I'm not one of those people who will be good at games. I can't do videos on, this is how you're really good at stuff. I just kind of see how things go as I play. And if things are going easy, I'll up the difficulty. I'm just not very good, especially at shooters. God, I'm so bad at shooters.
Well, I mean, hey, if you ever picked it up on Xbox 360, hit me up. We'll take on the aliens together.
Damn right, damn right. I've got my Xbox back at home. It's unplugged. My PS3's taking the pride of place at the moment. But someday, I'm sure we will.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So fortunate. But yeah, 2025 is just such a fantastic game. I've only owned it for a week and I've already put in 26 hours on it.
Jesus, that is.
A little bit. I got like 5 hours of sleep per week.
That's.
Yeah, exactly. It's just so wonderful. I mean, it's just batshit crazy the things they do. And I mean, again, I cannot emphasize enough just how fucking nuts the final boss is. It's just.
Can you spoil it for us? I can't imagine it's going to really affect the story.
Just imagine a bunch of purple pillars in the sky about the size of a city block that just endlessly shoots lightning down at the ground and spawns dragons. And now imagine that there's like 20 of them up there.
I've got to look at a picture of this on the internet.
It's crazy.
That's amazing.
It's called the brain.
Right, here we go.
Yeah, that's one of the wing diver's weapons. Personally, I was playing a ranger, which some would consider to be the most boring class because it's the basic, but you can get some pretty nut weapons. I got a sniper that basically annihilates anything in one shot, but you can only use it once because it completely disintegrates the weapon with one shot.
Yeah.
Hey, but I actually sequence broke with it once, so there's that. A weapon powerful enough to break the story.
This game looks crazy. I'm just looking at some screenshots. What the hell is going on?
That's exactly what that game is. What the hell is going on?
Why is there a load of spiders though? Why do they always have to put spiders in it?
Oh, there's
Can't
two
deal with
spiders.
that.
Originally, there was only one type of spider, but now there's two. Retarius.
But
It's horrible. Look, all right, I have a shotgun with a seemingly limitless clip. I don't care about spiders anymore.
I know that normally they're the kind of enemy that start off an RPG, like the weakest of enemies, but I'm always really reluctant to fight them. You know that beginning of Skyrim when that massive spider drops down from the cave?
Well, there's a mod that turns them into bears, right?
Oh, I'll do that because that bit shit me up so bad.
Yeah.
Oh, brilliant! They are really creepy spiders though. They're so detailed.
Oh yeah. Skyrim's nasty in that respect.
Oh,
But yeah, that was not fun.
there's a spider den. What?
Yeah, the spider's in Terraria now.
Well, never playing that again.
To be fair, you can completely ignore the dens. There's only one thing in there that's even of worth, and it quickly gets canceled out by everything else.
It's such a deep game. I know.
Just watch out. They've got a special background and a lot of. It's easy to spot once you know what you're looking for.
Yeah.
More than that, I mean, there's like jibs that are webbed hanging from the ceiling, which is the even worse part.
I don't even want to attempt it. I've got it on the PlayStation Vita as well, but I think that's like one of the earlier versions of it because there's loads of stuff missing, and that was a little bit annoying because I played it from the PC onto the PlayStation Vita, and there's just loads of stuff missing. So I'm nowhere near into that game as much as I should be, but. Yeah. It's Master Race, isn't it?
But basically, the console version is hard to believe, but it's a lot more farmy than that one too. Like to get everything in console, you have to kill the final boss like at least 20 times.
There's a final boss. set
Well, not
terrible.
necessarily final boss, but there's a like the big guy. He gives you
Right.
Souls of Blight.
Oh, fuck.
Hmm. Oh, by the way, speaking of which, while we're talking about Terraria, I was live streaming yesterday and speaking with the viewers, and yeah, they buffed the living fuck out of the Destroyer. We don't just suck; they actually buffed the Destroyer a lot. Oh yeah. I mean, you used to be able to kill him with palladium, with just full palladium or full cobalt, and no problem. But now, friggin' full hollow, prepare your anus. He's still gonna kill you.
Prepare your ears. Oh, you guys know the game so well. I literally get so excited when I find rope. I'm like, oh, you can finally I can, get up and down things really quickly. Ah, I know. I couldn't even like when I got there, when I first got it, I was like, right, how do I make stairs? How do I make stairs? And I went through everything. And it's those little wood platforms that you can get straight away. But I don't know. I liked it, and I'm looking to play Starbound at some point. I don't know if that some people like that better or if it's
A
regarded
lot
as a
of
better
people like it
game.
better. I don't,
Mm.
but a lot of people do.
It just looks a little bit deeper. I don't know. Maybe it's
Eh.
not. Maybe I just haven't even scratched the surface.
Yeah, that's the main problem. Also, it seems a bit more farmy than Terraria.
I think there is a little bit of
Yeah.
progression. Like I've actually played Starbound more than Terraria,
Hmm.
but I know in Starbound there are like a sequence of bosses, which I'm guessing is similar to Terraria.
Yeah, it's similar to Terraria. It's like a set sequence you want to go for.
Mm.
That was a cough.
That wasn't a cough. He was sneezing, Fedora, definitely.
Did we cough? What? Why does something special have to? No, that's like a fucking 7-year-old dragon that'll still breathe fire when it coughs. After that, you get control. You just gotta keep them under control. You see, the fire is also not very hot, so might singe the nest a bit. Oh no.
You didn't get to it yet. You're about to get on the tracks and start up again. You're all right.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, what was all that about? When I saw that on, I think it was on Kotaku and or Polygon, was it? And it just said, "Oh yeah, when the new version, the update comes, all your characters will be lost." And I'd be like, "Can you imagine if they pulled that stunt with like any other game?"
Well, again, it's early access. You're supposed to expect stuff like that.
Yeah, I suppose.
Only idiots complain. Yeah.
So, have you guys on the podcast before talked about? Because I've got a few friends. We do a radio show in the UK about games and films, and we do this segment called the video game masturbate because it's a hilarious pun on masturbate, and we talked about like the issue with early access beta. I know we're kind of getting into serious things now, but have you guys discussed early access in general about is it right, is it wrong?
Yeah, we did talk about it like 2 podcasts ago, I think.
Did you? I don't want to bring it all back up if I haven't. I'll have to go back and have a listen. Just I've pretty strong thoughts from my guys at this end about it, so I don't mind it too much. Yeah. Yep. Good
But
call.
don't complain when something goes horribly wrong or they don't
Exactly.
finish the
Yeah.
game. You already spent your money.
Yeah. And the only problem I find is when they don't say that it's an unfinished game, like we had with that one last year, where the ending was just what written word. I can't remember what that was. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Anyways,
I've been playing a bunch of random games actually. I got the newest Humble Bundle, so I've been playing a few of those that I missed when they first came out. Also recently started playing Nuclear Throne,
Oh, a
which
great game.
yeah, I'm really liking it.
Mm.
I'm also still really, really addicted to Spelunky. Like I still play Spelunky every single day, basically. Like I play the daily challenge every day. That's
Yeah,
yeah,
me too. I'm looking at it right now. I own
Uh-huh.
like all of them bar the swapper. So
Yeah, it's like the best bundle ever, but it's like I already own them all.
yeah.
It's
I've
so
I've
good,
missed
everyone already owns it.
a lot of the most recent Humble Bundles, so actually a lot of them were new to me in this one.
Andrew, do you play Spelunky on the PC or do you play it on Vita?
I played it actually on the Xbox for a long time, but then
Oh, all right.
just recently I switched to the PC version.
Mhm.
Because I've got it on the. I bought my Vita purely for Spelunky and Tearaway, just because it was on one of the Black Friday deals when I picked up my Vita. I got it for in the UK currency, £150. So I don't know what that equates to over in the US. And it came with Tearaway, and I got Spelunky, and seriously, it's the best thing in the world. You just pop on it every single day, daily challenge. You don't even need to worry about booting up your PC. It's just there, and it's so good. It's so good. I just wish they'd patch it because things are changing and things are being added to the
Oh
new
my!
one. And it's
Actually,
exactly, and it's good. It's a really it's the complete game, and I'm still so bad at that game. I suck at it just terribly. I can't improve my skills whatsoever. So you see all these people like Bananasaurus Rex who are doing all these crazy. I do not know how he gets so good at it. I don't understand.
it's difficult. I think he's the only one still.
He's the only one, yeah.
I think there's been yeah
Oh
Ah,
really? Oh.
Fibonacci and Yama Ding Dong, I think.
Best name ever. Oh my. Oh yeah, in the lava. Yeah, I remember
yeah.
watching that.
That just takes patience. Ugh. Oh yeah, I
Yeah.
remember that. That was crazy.
Well,
Yeah.
just crazy. Wasn't Michael A.L. Fox regarded as a pretty good player before that though? Was he like
Yeah, I remember he was regarded as pretty good. Yeah.
yeah. Yeah.
Hmm.
Crazy. I'd like to speak to him, just kind of meet him in a strange way, like we're meeting, just over
Hmm.
Skype, and just have a chat with him about how bloody unbelievable he is. It just makes no sense how people can be so good at games, in all
Oh
honesty.
yeah. No,
Yeah, but
I don't
he's
know.
he's only very recently been, rocketed up. It was thanks to like articles. I mean, YouTube and all the YouTubers helped, but articles on Kotaku and everything, they
Mhm.
picked up on it, didn't they? And links to his stream. So he's kind of hit the big time only in the past couple of months. So
Oh yeah.
I don't think, nah, I'd go for it. I reckon he might.
Yeah, you never know. He seems like a friendly enough dude anyway.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, we're talking about games, so he's gonna like it.
Oh yeah.
Hmm. What?
God.
What?
Yeah, I think that was the dev of Hundreds on the iOS.
Oh my God.
Yeah, AEIO. Yeah, I watched part of it. I had to go to sleep at some point.
I'm gonna have a look, see if I can find any figures for his channel, just for my own like amusement, really.
Yeah, it was AEIOWU. He was one of
Uh,
the yeah, he's one of the developers of Hundreds.
hmm.
Nice.
Oh, also actually Ridiculous Fishing and Threes. No, I think he worked with them on it. I think he did the art or something. Yeah, it was. Yeah, that was their sort of game, but I think he was like one of the contractors for the art. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Mhm.
Yeah, I can.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair,
Uh,
you should.
I'm
I
sorry.
think you should favor being fair to your Kickstarters over, like, making it cheaper in alpha than it is in what's it called. Mhm. Yeah, exactly.
Mm.
Mm. Hey Fedora. Apparently, we're not getting all of the voices. We're like,
Uh-oh.
apparently, two of us just aren't talking. Evidently,
Can anybody hear me? The
sound off
British
one by
dude?
one.
Yeah.
Testing, testing.
Oh, Danson says yes. I thought I'd just chip in with a hello on the stream.
Yeah, no, might have just been a poor call because now they're hearing all three. So I don't know. Might have just been a poor call.
Oh, they can't hear me.
If nothing
Oh,
else, maybe. Oh, hmm.
can you hear me? Oh, the joys of the internet.
Oh yeah. No, yeah, he can hear you.
There we go.
Yeah. Well, there goes that podcast. A little botched. Mhm. So, anyways,
Discord.
bloody hell, Fedora, what games have you been playing?
Oh, yes.
About time you joined the AAA realm, scumbag. It's fun. My main problem with Dishonored is the leveling up system, like with the artifacts and whatnot. I mean, everything, literally everything in the game is geared towards helping you kill people. But if you're going for the killless run, then they're worthless and you get no sense of progression. Like, there's no reason to do the optional objectives if you're not trying to kill people, because the optional objectives just help you kill people. It's like, what's the point? Yeah, they really, really mucked up. They really mucked up the leveling system, in my opinion. Really. Mhm. Yeah, exactly. And I mean, it's annoying too because all the really cool abilities, like there's an ability that like makes people explode into rats or something like that, but that kills
Mm.
people.
Yeah,
And
it's
the
it's
and the
it's rough.
non-lethal route doesn't give you anything useful. I mean, the coolest thing you get is like the mind control ability. But even then, if I recall correctly, if you level that up too much, then the guy ends up shooting himself when you lose control. Yeah.
It was my game of the year for 2012. Was that 2012? Was that when it came out? I just thought it was the best thing that I'd seen in a long, long time. Just because it was a new IP, and I'm still waiting for them to announce it. It could be this year, couldn't it? That they might finally say we get a second Dishonored.
Oh, god damn it.
See, now we're just pausing and nobody can hear Fedora, so it's just going to be silence. So we could say anything we wanted.
Oh, yeah. And Fedora won't be able to say anything back.
Yeah. Mm. Fedora is messing with stuff to try and sort out the stream. Said it right now. So let's continue talking about Dishonored while Fedora's sorting the stuff out. Because I can talk about Dishonored all day. Yeah.
Well,
Ginger, you do it.
what was I doing? What? I was too busy.
Fantastic. We're going to restart the OBS. So if we're silent for a short amount of time, that'll be why, just so we can get Fedora back in the stream. Yeah, so back in a sec.
Let's see. I don't know if the stream's going or not. You gotta refresh, and I'm not gonna refresh. So when do you guys refresh?
I'll have a look now.
Because then I'll get an audio of an ad, which isn't a good thing to have on the stream.
I don't know why. I never actually get those on Hitbox, which is weird.
I've got an ad. Got a plane. Shooting at another plane.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's pretty intense, actually. Oh, flipping heck. Killing everything.
Whoa,
I think I have
the
the stream on. I think the stream's back.
Alrighty.
Yeah.
Alright.
And can you guys hear me now?
Can you hear me now?
Can
The
you
whole
hear all of
Verizon
us?
commercials.
All
See,
right.
that's an American thing. I don't know what that is.
Well,
It's a phone company that for a while
I
they had like
know
a
what
campaign.
Verizon is. I just didn't know that was like an advert.
Yeah, it was a long time ago, but yeah. That was
All
like
right.
a little campaign. They'd have people in ridiculous situations where the phone shouldn't work and it does.
well, I apologize for the first part of this podcast being completely buggered up now, because basically, okay, I'll tell everyone the story is I got a new hard drive, and I had to unplug all my USB and everything devices to put the new hard drive in, hook it back up, and that messes with all program settings of what it decides to use for audio devices because the microphone was unplugged and then plugged back in. And I forgot to check out OBS, so at first it wasn't using the microphone at all. Then I went to settings and told it because it wouldn't let me unmute the microphone because it thought I had no microphone. Told it what microphone, it let me unmute it, but it actually wasn't picking up the microphone until OBS was restarted. So this is a very professional podcast.
Professional stream.
So the people in Skype have been hearing everything I said, everyone in this call, so it didn't seem very odd to them, but yeah, the stream not so much. So I'll restart what I've been playing this week was Dishonored. We were talking about Dishonored for that reason because I was playing Dishonored. It was a game that I picked up a long time ago, never played, and since Thief came out and everyone's like, Dishonored's a better Thief, I'm like, I should probably play that. So I've been playing that. Last night I played for like 4 hours this game that just showed up on Steam that my brother pointed me towards called One Way Heroics. It is really interesting. And it has a lot of problems and a lot of things I don't like about it, but yet the gameplay is just great. It's a roguelike with a lot more heavy RPG elements. But the difference is, let's see how I explain this. The screen moves to the left. It has it kind of looks like it's made an RPG Maker. It might very well be, but it has that look, like classic JRPG sprites and stuff. Mm-hmm. But the screen's always moving to the left, or to the right. The left side of the screen is this darkness that's consuming the world. So you always have to try to stay ahead of it as you're running around, finding towns, killing enemies, fighting these little dungeons, which are just little buildings, and you always have the darkness looming towards you that you're trying to stay ahead of. It's very, you gotta plan. It's turn based, so those are roguelike purists are like, if it's not turn based, it's not a roguelike, can eat it. There's also a hunger clock as well. You need to eat for energy. If your
What?
energy gets lower, your stamina and HP regen goes down, and then if you get to, I don't know if you can actually die from your energy going to zero, but you won't have any stamina or HP regen if it gets to zero. So it does have those things that, everyone's like, it's not a roguelike if it's not turn-based, if it's not randomly generated. Well, of course, that's one thing I agree on. And if there's no hunger clock, so it has that. But there's this always death from the left coming, and you move slightly faster than it. If you get more agility, you can move faster and faster than it does. But then if you can get stuck behind walls and stuff, and if you get in a building and the darkness covers the left side of the building where the door was, but you can actually break down walls to get out, but it can take a couple turns. Or if you're a hunter with a bow, bows are absolutely useless at breaking down walls. If you're have an axe, then you can hack through walls to get out, make your own way out of the coming death. And it's a very interesting mechanic, a very interesting dynamic the game has.
Sounds
I'm just
kind
looking
of,
at it on Steam. Yeah.
sounds kind of
just-
vaguely similar to 30-Second Hero. Did you play that one?
I've seen videos, I've never played it, so it might be kind of like that, yeah.
Or Half-Minute Hero was actually the
Half
title.
Minute Hero.
Yeah, that one
it's great. That's really good. It's really fun.
Although that was not turn-based, but it's kind of similar. It's like a really, really fast JRPG where you're just sort of running around from town to town, like just tearing through battles and stuff.
I should... Where is my Steam at? I should grab
It's
a link
on sale.
to
Is the
yeah,
So,
launch
by the
sale.
way, I should mention, one of the guys in chat asked where you start when you die.
It's
like-
permadeath. You start over.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
It's
Cool.
roguelike, so. But it's interesting because it has a bunch of different daily things. It's not like just go into a random run. You can go in to a random seed. You can enter a seed yourself. So, you and your friends can all play the same seed if you want. Then there's like a daily calling all heroes seed that if you beat it, then you get put into the scoreboard or whatever for that daily. And then there's two optional seeds that have an optional quest added to it. It has the same main objective, get far and defeat, depending on what mode you go on. Like if you do the easy walk in a park mode, at 400 kilometers distance, because it measures distance that you've gone, that's when the demon lord will show up and you have to beat him to conquer the darkness and save the world. That's the whole main objective. But there's two seeds every day that change every day. They have some added little mini quest in it, like save a princess at 50k meters traveled or whatever. Or the king, instead of vanishing at the beginning, which is with the story, the king gives you a little pep talk and then teleports away. Like, I'm out, the death's coming, I'm out. Instead of teleporting away, he just moves a little to the east, and you can, if you have enough charm, you can actually recruit him into your party. Because you can get party members. It's not an easy thing to do. You can get a perk that gives you a pet, and you can, if you have a character with high charm, you can get some people in your party. But so every day there's these two that have some kind of added effect to them. Sometimes it's like a little goal or just a change on how the game plays. Like one of them was no items drop, only money drops, and only NPCs that spawn will be merchants. There's no non-merchant NPCs. So it's like revolves around money on that one. There's one where you can't level up. There's no leveling up, but then better gear will drop for you. Stronger gear faster. So then there's those, I believe, change every day as well. So there's like 6 different options on how you want to play.
It sounds pretty interesting.
It does. It's definitely got some weirdness to it. I think the RPG
I'm just
Maker...
watching the trailer. Yeah,
No.
it's a bit strange, isn't it?
Yeah, the RPG Maker type graphics, I think look really generic. Unfortunately, I do like that whole kind of JRPG look, but it feels really generic. And it may very well be made in RPG Maker, and so that's extremely impressive to come up with something like that in RPG Maker. And I was going to grab a link for that here. Let me go ahead and do that. And the UI is a little weird. There's like the mini map in your health and stuff bar is like in the middle of the damn screen. So I don't know what's going on with the UI, but it's freaking strange. And it
Sounds really cool.
It is really cool. It definitely has some technical issues, though. It does not play nice on multiple monitors. Like, I can full screen it on my main monitor just fine and play, but then if I hit F10 to unfull screen it, it then goes to this small window over to my secondary monitor, and my primary monitor display remains as a frozen full screen image of the game. I can't alt tab out of it or anything. And it only goes away if I exit the game over on my secondary monitor. It's really strange. Like, really strange. But it is a lot of fun and very compelling. There's a lot of persistent progression. You get hero points at the end of each run that you can use to unlock more classes, more perks that you can put on the classes, and increase your dimensional vault, which your dimensional vault at the end of a run, you can choose to put items into your dimensional vault for your next run to be able to take out. You can choose not to use it whatsoever.
How long did you play this, Fedora? How long were you playing this game for?
About 4 hours. I picked it up last night and played it for 4 hours, which is why I put no
You know
videos
your
out
stuff
yesterday.
already.
Yeah.
You knew. Yeah, you pretty much know all you need to know about it. It looks, just looking from the trailers, it looks so different to anything that I've ever played before.
It's very
that
unique.
I might just pick it up.
It is very unique. Especially, it's like less than $3. Go get it. It's worth it for less than $3.
Just under £2 in the UK, so that's just nothing. It's like less than a pint.
Yeah. I mean, it works really well. It has built-in 360 controller support. You can't remap the buttons because the only options I see for remapping are for keyboard, and it never anywhere says in the game controller anything, but you just pick it up and it works.
All right.
Yeah.
It doesn't even say it on the Steam page either.
No, but I just grabbed. I'm like, this kind of game that I would just like to lean back and with my controller and whatnot, because it really doesn't have a whole lot of buttons you use. There's like your confirm and attack, then there's the cancel / open inventory and status and stuff, and then the movement, and that's all there is. Oh no, then there's face, and then there's which you can change your facing direction, which you need to when you're attacking something that's coming from the side or whatever. But that, thankfully, that doesn't take a turn. Otherwise, that would really suck. And then there you can also hold a button that forces diagonal movement, which is good for keyboard when you're using WASD, because I never like using numpad for keyboard movement. And so you can hold a button down that then forces diagonal movement, which I can move diagonally with the analog stick on my 360 controller, but, you know, it's a little wonky sometimes. It's hard to exactly aim diagonal, so you can hold the force diagonal button because sometimes they'll come down to every move, every turn means between life and death, and you need to be very precise when you want to do your diagonal movement. So yeah, so that's good. And you know, so it only takes the face buttons and the analog stick. It doesn't use D-pad, strangely. I kind of wish it did, but it doesn't.
It would fit with it, wouldn't it?
Yeah, but it works pretty well with 360 controller, and it's a lot of fun despite the technical issues and the really fucking weird UI. I love that game.
Might check it out. It's only £2, so I might pick it up now.
Yeah, it's worth it for a couple bucks, you know.
You've sold it to me, Fedora.
It's a very unique
I'll
spin
definitely
on the
check it out.
roguelike formula. So
Might want to type it in chat so people can say what it is, see what it is.
I
Sounds like
I'll
you've
find
sold
a
quite a
link.
few people.
I'll find a link now.
I already linked it in chat.
Oh, well,
Oh, did
damn,
you?
I guess now I look like an idiot, don't I?
Yeah, thanks, man. Cheers.
Yeah, and I think that's about all I have been playing, really. Dishonored and that last night, which I'll probably do a video of it in the next couple days. I can't think of anything else I've played. That's good, because it's already like 41 minutes in, and we haven't got done with what we've been playing this week. So let's go
We
ahead.
play a lot of games.
Apparently, I can get on random tangents quite often. But let's go ahead and move on to gaming news segment. Good thing I put this in the Skype call so I can actually remember what I had in mind this time. I do that quite often. Just forget what I was going to. But first one is Steam is now allowing developers to put their games up on sale at their own will. If you didn't previously know this, developers couldn't really change the price of their games at will, only when contacting Steam and getting set up for a sale. Now developers can put their games on sale whenever they want, which sounds pretty wonderful, actually. I'd like to know your take on this, Andrew, being a Steam developer yourself.
Yeah, I think it's really cool. I mean, I think before, like, I don't know exactly how it worked before. I've actually never done a sale since I've been on Steam, but I think like there are different sorts of sales on Steam. Like there's the daily deals, there is the like midweek madness, then there's like the weekend deals, and then there's like the special deals, like the summer sale and the winter sale and that kind of stuff. Like my understanding is all those special sales, it's not like anyone can participate in those. Those are sort of curated by Valve. Like they pick, who they want to see in the daily deals. But there's sort of some separate from that. There's just like regular sales, like if you want your game to be X% off for a week or something like that. And that's sort of what they've opened up and made basically automated, so you don't even have to send an email or anything to put your game on sale for a week if you want to do that. So yeah, I think it's great. I mean, they seem to be trying to automate more and more things so that they can have more and more games on Steam without sort of having to answer tons of emails.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was wondering if this stemmed from the fact that there's just so many games on Steam and so much stuff coming through Greenlight now that they probably just have too many devs beating down their door wanting in on the sales. And so they like, here, you guys can just do it yourself now.
Yeah, I think this is part of like a much larger effort to basically automate as much as possible so that they can people can put games on Steam with as little interaction with Valve as possible, basically.
Yep. One thing to do note of it is that it won't get as much publicity as the Steam curated sales generally do on the main page if you just put your game on sale yourself. And it definitely makes it harder to look through for the good games on sale, because right now there is well over 100 games on sale on Steam right now.
Yeah.
Right. Although actually that's not entirely new. Like since they've been doing these week-long deals, there's always been a lot of games in those week-long sales. Like they just don't get a lot of publicity because it's not the daily deal or the weekend deal. Like there's always been a lot of games on sale on Steam. It's just there's
trying
different
to
tiers.
is nothing. Like you can pick that up for nothing. I'm just looking through them now on Steam. Like there's just so. And
Trying to was what,
Sims.
$1?
Yeah, something like that. And like Try and Complete is. And that's everything is over here is £2.70. So that's about $3.60, maybe $3.80. So
yeah,
and there's just so many Sims 3 stuff as well. God,
reminds me how yesterday the Metro Last Light and its season pass were available for 70% off on Humble.
Yeah,
you can pick up Metro Last Light for $10. Are you kidding me? That would have been my GOTY 2013.
Oh, I wish I knew that. I would have bought it because I don't own Last Light
tweeted about
yet.
it, man. You gotta pay more attention.
It's really good. Love Metro. I recorded like most of that series, and then my hard drive packed in, and I'd uploaded like half of it and already started, and it just lost all the episodes and all my save files. And I was just like, you know what, screw it, and just deleted it off the channel. I wasn't playing that again. Good game though, very good.
Hey, you could have tried it in Ranger mode, like reset.
Yeah, I doubt that. I was too scared. I wouldn't do any exploration because I was too scared to go in anywhere.
But yeah, I love Metro, just atmosphere, characters, and for $10, it is well worth the price.
Do you play it with Russian? Do you have the Russian with English subtitles?
No.
That's cool. That makes it a little bit like
I'll have to do
different. Yeah, it's really good, really good.
That would definitely add to the atmosphere.
Yeah, that's it's good. Obviously, I don't speak Russian, so they could be saying absolutely anything. But I trust the subtitles.
In the middle of Moscow, everyone speaks perfect English.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would definitely add a realism to that thing, but I would probably I'd be too lazy to read subtitles, so I'd probably just go English subtitles, or English voiceovers as well, so.
Yeah. Well, it's like with Ni no Kuni. Did you guys ever play that? Have you
No, I haven't.
Have you played it? That offers. I mean, I played it the first time that I played it with English dubbing because the voice acting's superb, and then on the second playthrough, I had Japanese voices with English subtitles, and it was great. Oh, and the chat's saying, "What are we even talking about?" So maybe we should get back on track.
Yeah. There goes gaming news. Bye.
Oh yeah, we were talking about Steam sales, so I think it's a cool thing. It definitely makes it harder to sort through it all. I did notice earlier today that Total Biscuit has changed his sale box to now just be him digging through the massive amounts of sales that everyone's doing themselves and picking out the ones he thinks are great deals for, good games or games that are good enough at that price point kind of thing. So definitely helps with the curation thing a bit if you watch Total Biscuit. So, which he had trying too on that video today, actually. Or trying complete.
That's where I got it. Yeah, I watched it earlier. Good.
So that definitely makes it more important for content creators to help sort through that mess kind of thing. I'm too lazy to do that myself. I'll just watch somebody else's videos, but
And I mean, hey, anything that helps the consumer save money.
exactly. So, okay, what else do we have for news? We're going to talk about something that's kind of old news because we haven't done gaming news on the podcast for the last 2 weeks. There's no podcast last week because of scheduling stuff on my end. And the week before that, we cut out the gaming news to talk about Hitbox since we had Danson, the Hitbox admin, on with us. So this one is something we missed out on talking about previously, is Steam tags. That was a giant mess and is a little bit less of a mess now. But if you don't know what Steam tags are, it's now allowing people to it pretty much crowdsources tags that are put on games for searching on Steam. And this, I swear the developers, the people that program for Steam, are in a box that don't actually have access to the internet and have no idea what the internet is. Because, like, the second I heard about this, I'm like, oh, that's going to turn out great. And exactly what I knew was going to happen happened. A bunch of vulgar, abusive, and insulting Steam tags being thrown all over games. And things just made no sense. Like, well, a lot of games had the tag functional toilet.
That one does make sense, though. You know, you gotta point out the games that have a functioning toilet. Seriously.
Yeah, so...
Of course, I don't think we can ever forget that that Dark Souls ended up in the casual category.
Yeah, that was lots of troll tags, and a lot of insulting ones. Like Gone Home had quite a few insulting ones. Walking Simulator was on there, which I can't really argue with. I haven't played Gone Home, but
I mean, is it wrong?
That's it. That is exactly what the game is.
A lot of people love the game though, and I plan to play it at some point.
I mean, to be fair, it's just a more shrewd way of saying barren on game mechanics.
Yeah, more like interactive experience
Brazen,
in a
rather.
game.
It's really good. You should play it. Definitely should play it. It's on my channel. I just haven't published it.
Yeah, that's the thing
Don't
is,
get a chance.
even people that like it can't really argue with the Walking Simulator tag, even though it's meant as an insult. But then there's been all kinds of extremely offensive and stupid tags, and then Steam changed it again where tags would only start showing up publicly if enough people added the same tag, like kind of a voting system, which definitely helped the issue. Hey Andrew, did you get any crazy tags on Super Amazing Wagon Adventure?
Nothing really like abusive or insulting or anything.
Anything funny?
I got, yeah, some people tagged it Buffalo, Buffalo, Buffalo.
Nice.
Definitely.
I also have the historically accurate tag.
Wonderful.
I'm
Okay.
looking at them now.
Buffalo's third most popular.
Oh,
Fantastic.
historically accurate. I love that.
From my perspective, I've actually been pretty happy with the tag system. Like, I think the first few days it was kind of crazy, but since they added, since they sort of changed the settings for which tags actually show, and then also they added, you can report tags now. You can like click say this is abusive or this is like a spoiler or something.
Yes, good point.
Since they've added that stuff, it seems like they're reasonably cleaned up. Like I haven't seen too many really bad things in the tags.
Yeah, it's definitely helped. But on that note, I should probably go flag Buffalo, Buffalo, Buffalo as a spoiler.
Well, I've already spoiled that in many screenshots and.
I just looked at the Dark Souls tags. The legend never dies.
What's that a reference to?
That's
I'm not...
pretty good. That's a reference to Crazy Mike.
Oh, okay. I should have known that, but I'm like, I don't watch Dark Souls content all that much. I've never actually played it, but I do know Crazy Mike is a Dark Souls legend, so. And I don't know, I can't think of any other funny or insulting ones that were there, because most of them have been removed at this point, but at the first day, it was bloody horrible.
But do you think it'll just like mold into almost how the YouTube tags work? I mean, it's different for YouTube because obviously they're based on a load of other different criteria. But as much as they're in, do you ever go on the search the store tab and put in tags like indie and action? Maybe you do, but I've never done that. I kind of know what I'm going to buy before I go on.
Yeah.
Really?
Or through, or just finding it through, the curation on the front page and the sales and stuff.
Yeah, that's what I mean. So it's a nice addition, but I don't know how in practice it's actually going to be that different. It's just labeling a game with what it is, really.
Yeah,
I think it could be useful. The place where I think it could be useful is that the gaming industry is moving so fast now that like these weird little micro genres sometimes will just spring up out of nowhere. Like this whole roguelike thing has sort of really exploded, and like there's no official genre for roguelike on Steam. So these tags sort of fill that
Sure there
hole
is.
where like now
There's indie,
is there?
which isn't a
Oh.
goddamn genre, Steam. Seriously. God, that annoys me to no end. Indie is not a genre. Damn. Fucking
But sort of
Steam.
like these genres which are smaller than just like action or adventure, like roguelike and let's see, what else do they have, like tower defense, like things like that, like which are sort of genres that maybe didn't exist a few years ago. I think this sort of gives people a way of browsing other games in those sort of little genres that they want to see.
Good point. And, I mean, procedural Death Labyrinth, which is my preferred term over roguelike these days, that's been showing up on Steam tags. I think that's the ones on Steam Marines, if I remember correctly. I don't
I'd
know.
like to
Yeah.
see it be implemented really well, to find games and
I mean,
almost
to be
how...
fair, it is implemented pretty well so far.
Yeah,
after
I've
the
had
first
no
couple
problems with
days. Yeah, after the first couple of days, they got it sorted out. And Steam's been doing a lot of pretty interesting things. Oh, one thing about Steam tags, though, that I think needs to be implemented, which is not implemented, is you don't have to own the game to put a Steam tag on it, which is stupid. Then you just get the trolls, And the trolls can still, actually, because you can make Steam accounts for free. You don't have to own the game to put tags on, so a troll army could easily still make abusive and terrible tags a thing by just making a couple hundred free accounts, each of them, and then tagging it the same thing, since they don't need to own the game to do it. So I don't think it's been exploited yet, but it's possible, so they really should do like they do with Steam reviews and make sure you own the game to be able to add tags to it. I mean, it's pointless. If you haven't played it, you don't know what tags should be added in the first place.
Nope.
Just by hearsay and videos and whatnot, yeah, exactly. But Steam's been doing a lot of stuff lately. There's Steam reviews, which is generally good. They require you to own the game to be able to do a review, which is, a good thing. I do wish it required a minimum hours of gameplay to write a review. At least 2, maybe, I don't know. And then
I found it... you keep going, Fedora.
And then, Steam tags, and now Steam giving the developers the ability to put their games on sale at will. Steam's been doing a lot of changes that are mostly positive in my eyes recently. So
Yeah, actually, that's something I've been thinking about recently. It's actually, I honestly don't know how it's possible that they're changing things as quickly as they are, considering they're not like a very big company. Like they're moving much, much faster than like Sony and Microsoft, who probably have many more people working on their digital storefronts. So yeah, I'm pretty impressed by how quickly they're sort of evolving Steam.
And that's a recent development, because they used to move monolithically slow. I mean, it took forever for Steam to get the ability to be able to choose what hard drive to install a game on.
Yeah. And even to add to your list of the recent stuff, like they have the in-home streaming, which is still in beta, but it's sort of coming pretty soon, I think.
Steam OS,
and then
they
they have the Steam family sharing.
Oh, yeah.
What else did they do recently? They have the Steam Music, which I haven't even tried, but that's also in beta now. Like they're just adding tons of
What the hell is
stuff
Steam
really fast.
Music?
Yeah, I've never heard of that before.
It's this thing where now you can, if you have MP3 collection on your gaming computer, you can play the music from inside of Steam.
Nice.
Oh,
So it's
that's
sort of like
cool.
the old Xbox 360 way of doing it.
Right. I think the idea is that if you get like one of these Steam boxes, like you want to be able to play MP3s on your Steam box, basically. So
Yeah.
that's sort of the way to do that.
Yeah, and Steam OS, Steam Box, the Steam controller. Steam's like in full steam ahead lately. It's crazy. Puns. Yes, puns. And I don't know, I think that's all we're going to do for gaming news, because we took too long on the other gaming news is very important anyway. We took too long on our stuff. So let's go ahead and jump into some Super Amazing Wagon Adventure. Get it fired up
Awesome.
here. Oh, Jesus, that was loud.
Yeah, no. I mean, in college, we actually had like one of our professors actually worked at Steam for a time, so he had a copy of the Steam handbook, and they actually had like a pretty what's it called, like relaxed environment. One of those environments that just lets you sort of sit back and think and innovate.
By Valve.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Sorry.
Okay, game capture work, please. There we go. I'm gonna have to turn this down a little bit. You know, I have to say... Hold on, let me get this turned down. Wow, that got louder.
I love the screen in this game. I was playing it on my 1920 by 1080 full screen, which it works wonderfully, by the way. But the way that the corners of the screen make it look proper old school, and it looked so awesome earlier.
You can turn that off.
Oh, thanks.
The CRT setting, CRT effect, you can flip it off. But I do like that classic feel.
I gotta turn it off. It gives me motion sickness.
Motion blur, I'll probably turn off because I never like motion blur. So
Yeah, actually, after developing this game with the CRT effect on for so long, like if I turned it off, it would like feel like the screen was curved inwards. Like I'm not sure if that makes sense.
No,
But like my brain was so used to seeing things scroll in that sort of bubble shape that when I turned it off, it did weird things to my brain.
okay, so I turned it. There's music volume setting, but there does not appear to be sound effect volume setting. I don't like that.
That's correct. There is though. I mean, if you're on, I think Vista or later, you should be able to, I think, turn down the game.
I just
from there,
did. I just went and turned down the game because music setting 1 was still rather loud. So
yeah, sorry about that.
that's fine. I do like and kind of dislike, but you have mouse cursor locked to screen, and that's something I really, really wish Terraria would goddamn do. But then when I'm trying to mess
you're
with...
just salty about last night.
Dude, it's happened in like 15 episodes now to me, clicking out of screen accidentally, and then even in full screen mode, it should be locking cursor to screen. Come on. I mean, maybe not in windowed mode, but... Okay.
No, it didn't transfer my wagons from the old PC. Damn, I have to re-unlock them.
Okay, the first party member is going to be Ginger.
Yeah.
I don't think I
Gee,
can
wonder
do...
which face you're gonna give me.
Can I do Gingerdragon? Okay, it does have that many characters. Good. A lot of games don't have enough characters for his sentence-long name, so...
Sentence long, it's 2 words.
And he is, of course, a fair lady. No, we can make him a gentleman. And you definitely have short red hair.
Fair ladies.
You definitely have short red hair, so...
Yep.
And then...
Don't forget the beard, though.
Yeah, well, it didn't have that option with red, so...
Blech.
Oh, there actually is.
Yeah, it does the question mark.
Since the Steam version, yeah, you can edit their facial hair and hair separately.
Oh, how do you do that?
If you click the question mark, it's sort of hidden.
Oh, well, it's too late for that now.
Well,
And-
I'm already about to unlock the fantasy again.
We now
Oh, God.
have Andrew, a fine gentleman. I don't know what Andrew looks like. Let's go...
Oh, he's got a black and white picture on his Twitter.
yeah, black
Do
and
I?
white doesn't
No.
help me too much. So which is your
yeah, I always
preferred?
do the guy with the beard.
The white beard?
No, the brown beard.
Ah,
The-
an awesome beard. There
Yeah.
you go. And then we have Elliott, which how the hell do you spell that?
Just put E-double
Oh,
L.
no, Elliott.
Just call me L.
L, okay.
I've never really liked my full name, Elliot. A lot of people say it's nice, but I just like L.
And
Well, Elliott just died for me, screaming in the horrible flames of a dragon's breath.
Not again.
and Elliott has what kind of hair, beard?
I would go second one in from top left, the brown hair, green eyes. That's,
Oh, my guess
that
was going to
looks-
be the hipster mustache, but
If only, if only. That's pretty much me. That's just me, is that?
yeah. And now we have
Sticking
our sausage fest of a wagon crew. Okay, I have not actually played this until today. It's a game I've seen a lot of videos of, and it's a game I've like, I need to play that. Never got around to it. So I have nothing unlocked at this point. So we have the standard wagon, the completely average wagon. It's like it's describing my gaming abilities. WASD, clicking, space, blah, blah. Simple controls, very simple controls.
It also has controller support. Although I generally don't use that because then you get to the top-down section and it's like, oh god, how do I do this?
Squirrels,
Let's jump, see if I can unlock
turkeys,
these.
skunks. Oh god, don't touch skunk steak. You don't touch the skunk steak. Now, go ahead and while I'm killing myself on skunks. Damn it! Damn it! Anyway, go ahead and give people the... Did I get a new gun? I don't know. Go ahead and give people the elevator pitch of what Super Amazing Wagon Adventure is.
Yeah, so my favorite one-sentence description is actually from Steam reviews.
Damn
it
it.
said, it's Oregon Trail for the ADHD Oh, look, a buffalo. So it's like Oregon Trail, but sort of sped up a whole lot, and with all the boring stuff removed and replaced with lots of shooting stuff.
Uh-oh, buffalo.
And I already killed Elliott and Gingerdragon. Gingerdragon was the first to fall, though. He was the weakest
course.
link. Okay, I should have practiced a little bit first. It looks easy when you watch people play it.
Oh, no, it's not. I think the furthest I've ever gotten in this game was the river.
Okay.
The first river or the second river?
Now-
The river after the Rocky Mountains.
Ah, okay, yeah. That's actually right near the end. That's sort of the last big sequence.
Yeah, the crocodiles every time.
Okay, cave. Yep, we have Andrew searching for berries and decides to wander into a dark cave.
Oh. Oh no, Andrew just died. Well, Fedora, you're the only one left on my wagon.
Bats! Oh god, bats.
Oh, never mind, you're dead.
Oh god, these bats take so many shots.
Oh,
No.
speaking of
Andrew, we've
spiders,
got
those guys are
someone in
Ow.
the chat who wants to get your signature, Andrew. By
Oh.
those things.
Oh, wait, speaking of
He's
chat.
a massive fan of the game, so he
Well,
says,
goodbye,
hello,
Andrew.
Danchio is his name, so.
Hello, Dangio. I'm not sure how I could get you my signature, but
Well, that was a quick game.
if we ever meet in person, I'd be happy to give you my signature.
You know, I realized I didn't put myself in this game because you have 3 members and it's a 4-person podcast, but I think I'm fine with that because I can kill you guys
The ego
instead of
on this
myself.
You didn't do very well there, Fedora.
No, I didn't. And we're going to stick with you guys because I am fine with killing you guys off and not myself. Okay, but yeah, I would definitely describe this as Oregon Trail on crack and acid and...
Speaking of which, I just got an airstrike. You know, historically accurate. Don't
Yes.
forget that's how it exists.
Now you're...
Oh good, another unicorn. God, this game really likes giving me these.
Oh god, skunks, go away.
See, you guys, you're playing the game with the dev now. I'd be terrified to be doing this. 'Cause
We do that every week.
Well, yeah, I know, but if I was playing it, if something like annoyed me or if I died really cheaply, I'd be like, oh, who the hell made this game? And then it'd be that awkward moment where they're actually there and it's like, well, I'll tell you why I did it like that. And I'd be like, oh, damn it.
I got a shotgun. This is going much better now.
Oh god.
I think
Fedora,
it's
you've been
more
taking...
awkward for
Well,
the dev.
Fedora, you're a real hero here. You just tanked all 4 bullets, and Elliott and Andrew are just fine.
Well, that's not how it would have
You're a real
gone.
hero.
It's not how it would have gone. I would push
That's how
one
it
of you
went.
in front of bullets. Okay, we getting berries again.
Oh, Gingerdragon's left.
Cave.
Oh yeah.
Let's go into the cave. Okay, now it's going much better. I only took 1 hit during the opening sequence. Now it's important to get all the hides you can because that is actually your currency.
Ooh, Elliott, you might just unlock me the.
Oh,
a new
spiders!
wagon
Oh god, spiders!
No, not spiders. Come on.
I think it's Gingerdragon in the spider cave. That's
Oh,
quite
God.
fitting.
here. And that's where
Oh
I'm
my
gonna
God.
die.
But now
Thanks, Fedora.
you won. They're actually a lot easier than the bats. Okay, river time.
Well, Elliott's battling his inner demons right now.
Elle had the brilliant idea to try to jump over the river. He's British, so he's a smart man. We'll go ahead and go with his idea.
Yep. I love that.
And painful memories bounded around his head.
Probably don't want to see what his inner demons are. Sounds like a bad idea.
I'm quite a happy chap. I haven't got many. So you'll be fine.
Buffalo!
Oh god, we've only got 1 HP.
Oh god, buffalo.
Oh no! Elliott was
God,
supposed to
quit
climb
touching
his
the
father's
buffalo.
spanking wheel.
Ah.
Oh, this is a terrible weapon. I got like the spread laser gun and it destroys hides, so that's actually horrible. Some weapons aren't. Oh god, those are huge ass buffalo.
Andrew, what's it like hearing them playing your game live? Like the reactions that they're getting?
In general, I actually really like watching people.
Oh, there's a
play it,
tracking
like,
gun.
For the first few months after it came out, I would watch like basically
What?
every single YouTube video.
What? Unhandled exception?
That's-
Your game broke. Oh god.
If I recall correctly, I think I actually did do a video.
What is going on, Fedora? What the hell is it?
This is from the recent expansion, isn't it?
This has actually been in it for a while.
Oh.
I think, well, it wasn't in the very first version, but it was in, I think, the first update.
Ah, glitch. I unlocked the glitch wagon.
Nice.
Fur trader, what are you offering me? We're kind of beat up, so supplies in exchange for... Yes, let's get some health. The bow. This shit's expensive. I can get Elliott one more heart, and then I'm out of monies.
Oh.
Tornado. Oh, that seems bad. Like, go ahead and tell us about the recent expansion. Hold on a second. Oh, sorry. Anyway, tell us about that recent expansion you put out, which you did as a celebration for it getting on Steam, correct? Oh god, Gingerdragon died to Buffalo.
Oh, great.
Yeah, to sort of celebrate the Steam release.
Oh god. Sorry.
I did a turbo edition of the game, which was also actually free for Xbox, so it's not just Steam users, and for Desura also. But yeah, it basically added some new random scenes and a couple new wagons and some other sort of like surprises and stuff to the game.
Buffalo kicked my ass.
They're
I saw
dangerous.
that one of the horns sliced me apart. Apparently,
Yes,
looking
you
at
got
how
horned
much in your
pretty
street,
hard.
Fedora.
Let's
If
go
I was
ahead.
going to go out anyway, it'd be that way.
Let's go ahead. Now we unlocked a different wagon. We'll go ahead and try the glitch wagon.
Another unicorn. That's 3 for 3.
Andrew, while you're here, I wanted to kind of ask, because I've played quite a lot of the game. I spoke to you before the podcast, like started and asked about the process of making it. What part of the game are you most proud of? Just because it interests me to talk
Andrew,
to
you're
people who
dying.
make
Oh,
things.
God.
So.
Oh.
I'm not sure. I think I can't think of any like particular scene that I'm most proud of. I'm proud of, I guess, the general feel of the game. Like, I think I wanted to make it sort of really fast and kind of overwhelming, and I think most people get that from the game, so that's sort of what I'm most happy with.
Okay, glitch is horrible. It destroys hides. That's hard mode right there is what that is.
Yeah, I really don't like the fantasy, because it does that and it's hard to aim.
So yeah, this is hard mode. You won't ever buy anything.
Nice.
I like the tracking gun. That's a good
Elliott,
gun.
Fedora, you're doing well, good man.
This time I am, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But-
Elle, you just watched your brains slip out your teeth.
Are you streaming, Gingerdragon? Are you
No,
on?
I'm not. I'm not.
Oh.
When it's single player games, the other
Still
people usually just play it while everyone watches me play it.
Yeah,
I
basically.
might start playing it, but I'm watching you play it now, so I don't know whether or not I want to play it or I want to
Watching
do
both?
it myself.
Lighting a torch, he found it was filled with giant spiders.
Yeah, the
How many
glitch I don't like. Its fire rate seems random too, isn't it? Its rate of fire.
Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah, it's actually almost universally worse than the standard wagon, but it does. The one advantage is that the bullets are bigger.
Yeah, I
Oh my
noticed
God,
that.
Fedora, you bent the pistol. God damn it.
I bent the pistol. What?
Bent the pistol so it's firing permanently to the right
How did?
until the end of the event.
How did I? Oh wait, I found a big stash of rockets. That sounds good. That's better than the glitch shots. At least, actually, rockets destroy hides too, don't they?
Yeah.
Damn it. Okay.
Yeah, oh man, the invisible is real hard to use too. 'cause
Andrew
you
had
only
the
got
brilliant
2
idea
punches out.
to jump over the river. Let's go jump again, because Andrew made the game, so obviously he knows what he's doing.
I mean, he does. That's how you get one of the wagons.
I love how you just jump, running start and leapt from the top of a lake.
Oh god, bees!
Oh, look at that. It's fantastic.
You can't shoot backwards. This is all just dodge section right here. Bees. Bees!
Oh yeah, the oxen moved quickly. Oh, that's awesome.
Okay, Great Plains. This is going well, surprisingly, with the bad wagon. Pneumonia. Ox got pneumonia? What? I didn't catch that.
Oh, well, looks like you and I got completely opposite events.
Buffalo!
Like mine's going
Andrew.
faster, now yours should be moving slower.
What was the hardest part of the development for it? Like, where were you really struggling? Was there a part where you struggled, or was it just, fluid
Damn
and grew on its own?
I think the hardest part for me was just,
Angry Buffalo!
No, that's the hardest part for the players, Fedora.
I think it was just putting enough scenes in it so that it felt random enough. And actually, I'm still like not entirely satisfied with that. I sort of feel like it's the sort of game where the more stuff you add to it, the better it gets. And so, at some point, I just had to say like, this is enough, and I have to release this at some point. But
So
that
what are
was the
you
hardest
doing
part.
now? What you've got any current projects on at the moment?
Yeah, I'm working on a new game. It's called Go Plague Monkey Go. And
Fantastic name.
it's a game where you control a diseased monkey who's let loose in the city, and you basically try and cause chaos and avoid getting captured or killed by authorities.
And what's it? Is it in the same vein as Super Amazing Wagon Adventure? Is it what kind of? Can you reveal anything yet? Are you wanting to reveal anything yet, or is it all under lock and key?
Yeah, I have there's no like trailer or anything for it yet, but I've been posting screenshots, and actually I occasionally stream like playtest sessions of the game.
I'm gonna have a look now.
But it's a top-down 2D game. It's kind of similar to Wagon Adventure in that there's a lot of random elements to it, and it's
Oh
also
yeah, I've
sort
just
of
seen it.
Oh
my
God,
God, look at
you're
that.
arrested,
That
El.
looks amazing.
I'm sorry.
Oh,
You shot some innocent people in a bank robbery that you were trying to stop, and you're arrested.
Wait, so I was stopping a bank robbery and I shot innocent people, so I was arrested.
Yes.
I got that event once with the flamethrower.
Whoa,
That
what's
was
going on
terrible.
here? Coyotes, oh God.
I love the art style of Go Play Monkey Go. Just looking
Oh,
at it.
thank
Have you
you.
guys seen it, Fedora? Have you
I've
had a
seen
look
some
at it?
screenshots
Yeah,
of
I've
it.
seen the screenshots.
It's very the character. It's very it's got a lot of character.
Airstrike.
How did you animate those, Andrew?
Sleeping travelers,
it's-
you're gonna rob them. Andrew, you're gonna rob the sleeping travelers. Sorry.
Why wouldn't you send the dragon to rob them?
Steal, of
That's
course.
our specialty.
it's hand-drawn, I guess, well, kind of hand-drawn. It's drawn in Flash, and then exported to image files. But yeah, it's drawn by me, and actually that's been the biggest challenge with the new game, is that it's a lot of work to hand animate things.
Yeah. I'm just looking on there, looking at the screenshots. So when are you looking at that to be completed? Obviously, because there's a lot of people who I know, at least where I am, that really like Super Amazing Wagon Adventure, just because it's one of those where you can sit back, relax, but it's got that kind of difficulty curve with it as well that you can learn from. Because sometimes games are kind of pick up and then you'll just kind of leave them. But
That's dark.
is it something that changes? Is it randomly generated, or is it kind of similar story-wise
Oh, ghosts.
to
Oh God, ghosts.
the Wagon Adventure?
I'd say it's a little bit more random than Wagon Adventure. There's not as much of a narrative. It's more sort of open-ended. It's randomly generated in the sense that there's the city layout is random, and also the layout of the building interiors is also random.
Oh.
Oh my god, a pirate ship!
So
I haven't seen this event before.
you had a very chain of unfortunate events there, Andrew. Actually, you lived though. You lived, but on the way to get an broken axle, or replacement axle, you robbed some people out in the wilderness. On the way back, you found their dead bodies because they died without the supplies you stole from them. Then their ghosts chased you, and coyotes. But you did live. You have one heart left, so go around
Surviving
or
is all that matters.
swim. Go around or swim.
I got the glitch. Sweet.
You know what I should do on this? I don't know how many people we have actively in chat, but this is a good game to make use of one of the really cool features of Hitbox. Let me see if I can get out of the game here. Mouse cursor locked to game here.
I can't get it out of my mind, but the day 2 of the glitch, the buffaloes, they look like coffee mugs.
Yeah, actually, it's the same graphic, but it's just sort of like off-axis, like it's sort of wrapping in over itself.
Okay, so we're going to go ahead and do a poll to the chat of what I should do at this junction right now. We have the options of going around the river or swimming. And if you haven't seen this before, Andrew or Elliott, this is one of the cool things you can do on Hitbox. Go ahead and start that
Alright.
poll. And now there is a poll on the chat.
Ooh.
That's really cool, isn't it?
Oh,
Something
that's
they
very
added a
cool.
couple weeks ago.
I like that a lot. That's really cool.
Offer trade for a fast shooting pistol. Not enough money.
I'm going to ask you a few more questions as well, Andrew, because I'm quite fascinated by the whole process. I know Fedora's probably spoken to a lot of developers about stuff, but I kind of want to know a bit more about the process of making it and then getting onto Steam and doing it that way. But we'll wait until we get the results.
Oh, sure, absolutely.
Of the survey, just because it's I never really get a chance to speak to developers, and maybe the people in the chat don't either, so they might want to know. Do a a little poll on that, Fedora. I'm joking, don't do that.
And we have 3 votes for go around and 4 votes for swim, and that's probably all the votes we're gonna get. So we're gonna go ahead and swim it. And I did that for comedy's sake, Zippy. Apparently you didn't catch that. There we go. Now let's go ahead and get back to the game. 1 second here. I'm playing Papers, Please with my windows here.
Yes, sound like the Wild Wagon. I love that one.
So we are going to swim it.
Good. The front wheels of the wagon fell off.
You don't need wheels.
Oh wait, but one of them lands in a graveyard. Oh boy.
Wait, did I not sit? Did I what? I swear I clicked on swim. What the hell just happened?
There's actually somewhat rarely you'll get confused and just do the opposite of whatever you said.
Oh, well, okay. That's not my fault, viewers. I didn't do it. Oh god, Andrew died to a snake.
Fantastic.
Shit, I just.
So Andrew, tell me about obviously you made the game. Did you make the game with the full intention of putting it on Steam, or did you make it?
Oh god,
a bit fun. And then what then was the process of getting it on? Who do you speak to? Is there a certain way you can go through? Because I presume when you brought this out, it wasn't greenlit, I presume. Because I mean I've only been a PC gamer for a short amount of time, but I kind of keep my finger on the pulse as much as I can.
Yeah, actually, originally it was only supposed to be sort of a really small game, sort of to get my feet wet and sort of try out indie game development. And it came out on Xbox Live Indie Games first, and then on Desura a few months after that. But it sort of way exceeded my expectations in terms of the response to the game. And eventually that's what got it greenlit through the Steam Greenlight program. So I never had any real contact with Valve. It was all the great players of the game who sort of demanded it on Steam and made that happen.
Nice.
So Ginger got sick with purple fever. I feel that is probably a very insulting thing for a ginger to be inflicted with.
Oh man. Even how long have we been playing it already? And for a game that over here costs what, £2, I think it is. You're still finding stuff that's especially someone who's watching it who could be playing it. It's pretty good, value for money and replayability. So you must be pretty proud of the success of the game, I presume.
Yeah, I'd say I'm not sure if I'd use the word proud, just because I almost feel like it's sort of the success is kind of out of my control. Like I feel more lucky and fortunate for the success.
Oh damn it, Ginger, you're dead.
But I'm very happy with it, and yeah, I'm hoping to take advantage of it as much as possible and try and make more games.
What made you decide on the price point? Just out of curiosity, was that your decision, or did Steam have any say in that?
Oh, good. Well, Fedora, guess what? You got whooping cough.
It's better to be purple.
What a random disease to get.
The original Xbox release was actually just $1, and actually it's still $1 on Xbox.
Rabbit squirrels!
And that was mostly because on that marketplace, you sort of have to price things at $1. Like, if you want your game to succeed, like $1 is kind of the standard price.
Yeah.
And then for the PC release, it sort of took a bit of extra effort, and then also it comes with a soundtrack. So sort of my logic was to make the price just a little bit higher, and also actually I'm not sure if you can actually sell a new game on Steam or Desura for $1, so it had to be a little bit more. So $3 seemed reasonable.
Let's go ahead and try the good old voting thing. This game's really well suited for this voting ability here. Let's go ahead and do we forward, and maybe it'll do what I actually tell it to this time, or do we jump it? We've jumped every time now, so I'll give you guys the choice here.
Oh god. Inebriated Andrew left the wagon. Oh boy, it's the drunken event. Check some of the nearby bears. Thankfully, the Falcon is probably the most OP weapon in the game.
Yeah, I agree with that, actually.
And it looks like we are at 3 for forward and 4 for jump. I will probably go ahead and go with that, because I don't want to leave the poll running and you guys stuck watching this screen for too long. So we are going to jump it. This game is really well suited for doing this on Hitbox.
Oh yeah. I had like a 3-hour live stream part where I was just playing this game with fans, putting them in the wagon and watched as they died horribly.
This is a great streaming game for the
Oh, yeah.
the options. Oh hey, we're in the stratosphere. What the hell? Oh god, meteors!
Nice, you got that event.
Oh, that is amazing.
Oh god, they break apart. So many little rocks. I need a better gun. Oh god,
God, I hate finding these bandits drunk.
that sounds like a bad idea in general. Bad life decisions. Oh god, it's a satellite. Historically accurate.
Oh, and off a cliff.
Oh,
Alright,
God.
almost there.
Damn it, the
it's
wagon's
a boss.
too fat to dodge stuff. Aha! I beat the satellite. Eat it.
Well, now you got one of my least favorite wagons in the game.
Oh god. Ooh, hey, the fast. I got a new wagon. And then after all that, we didn't even make it over the river.
You died in orbit.
No, I mean, we
wait,
landed
oh, wait,
in the
oh, you
river.
actually- oh, I see.
Landed in the river after all that. That doesn't make much sense.
Nice.
Oh, shotgun, perfect for the buffalo events. Oh god, that was a buffalo. It wasn't dead. It was not a dead buffalo. Oh god. Quit hugging buffalo. Ooh, flamethrower is really good too.
Oh,
Buffalo,
you want
buffalo,
the
buffalo,
event,
buffalo,
though, the
buffalo,
flame
buffalo.
pistol. That thing is nasty for the buffalo.
Buffalo, buffalo, buffalo. I'm getting all kinds of hides here. This is really awesome. Because even
So
scorched hides count.
Like, I'm just taking a while to get here, but I'm going to go ahead and assume that the plague pistol was a reference to Plague Monkey Go. Or Go Plague Monkey.
Yeah, that was actually added in the Steam version. It's a sequence where you get the plague pistol involves some diseased monkeys, so it's sort of the tie-in.
Nice.
And
nice
guess
touch.
what, guys? I encountered another unicorn.
Angry buffalo. Oh god. I really hate when the event ends when you're like an inch away from picking up an item. I'm just gonna say that. Oh god.
Yeah,
Oh. The buffalo events kick my ass. Well, we're gonna try that new wagon, which is a spaceship.
Can I take this time to probably bow out of the podcast because it is midnight and I've got to be up pretty early.
You didn't know this was a 2-hour podcast?
Say again.
You didn't realize this was a 2-hour podcast?
I did not. No, I did not. I've looked at some of the other ones and it was like an hour and a half, so I didn't know it was 2 hours. But just because I've got to be up pretty early in the morning,
Sleep's
I'm
highly
slightly
overrated.
concerned. Yeah, well, thank you very much for having me on. You know, I appreciate you, and I hope I can come back because I've had a really good time.
Well, don't
Alright.
don't duck out yet. This has been Elliott. He is a wonderful YouTuber, British accent. Everybody go subscribe to him. Go ahead and drop all your links in the chat, Elliott.
I will do that right now. I'll do that right now. Just coming up, look, I do random stuff. People seem to like my chivalry videos. They've done quite well. Broke a couple of 301 plus is like the best thing that happened to me in a long time over the
nice.
course of like 2 hours, which was good. But what's really strange is I hit. Oh, it won't let me drop a link. Somebody has to tell me how to do that in the chat.
Oh shit! Go ahead and can you mod him, Gingerdragon, as a mod? I don't know.
I'll try. I'm not sure. Like,
I'm
who I
trying not
bought.
to die. You just click their name.
If
or-
not, I can give the
Okay,
link.
yeah, there we go.
to-
Make moderator. There
Yeah.
Is that all right?
All right, you're a mod now. It should be.
I forgot
Thank
to do
you.
that. Oh god.
It's all right.
So anyway, yeah, show yourself. Everybody go sub to him. He only has like 100 some subs, which is it's a goddamn crime. It's ridiculous.
No, I don't mind. I don't mind. It's you know, like I was about to say, my 100 and something subs. For some reason, 301 plus happens on Chivalry, so it's like triple my subscribe. I don't know where it's coming from, but you know, people seem to like it. So I'm trying to put this link in. No, it's not letting me.
You can remove the HTTP supposedly.
Oh, okay.
I'd say Danson
Yeah,
mod
I
him
guess
if
I
he's
can't
still
mod you.
around, but I never ended the poll. Well, I could never ended. Oh god, spiders!
Oh boy.
And it's not Gingerdragon stuck in the spider cave this time.
Ha!
That would be the worst day of Gingerdragon's life, is what that would be.
I got a flamethrower for the buffalo.
I will stick my channel in the chat as well, so you guys can go and check out my stuff. Just did a Chivalry video where I do an impression of Michael Caine, so maybe that's why people came. So thank you very much. I hope everything goes well, Andrew. I'll keep an eye on the Twitter as well for your new game because I'd love to check that out as and
Oh,
when.
thanks. Yeah, it's nice chatting with you.
Yeah, and Fedora and Gingerdragon, I love you guys. So keep it up, and
It was a
have
pleasure.
a nice rest of your afternoon.
You too.
See ya.
Go get some sleep.
Bye, everybody. See you later. Bye bye.
And let's go ahead and poll for this again, because that's fun to do. Should we forward or jump this time?
Jump it.
It's neck and neck. Jump's winning. Neck and
Wait.
neck. It's
Yeah,
fun
I'll
watching
tap
this.
vote.
I can watch.
No, wait, I can't vote.
I can watch the votes in real time on the dashboard. It's really fun. We're 2 and 2, so apparently we lost some viewers because we're getting less view. Oh wait, there's the votes. We're going. Everyone likes jump for some reason.
Cause it's the best.
So at 30 seconds we'll end this. Okay, good. We'll go with jump wins, 4-2. Jump it is, because that's what we always do apparently. So what is the spaceship wagon? What effects does that actually have?
So you actually move faster on screen, like your
Oh
your
yeah.
sort of ability to dodge. But
Bears.
it's bigger, so
Sorry, bears.
bigger, so it's easier to get hit. Also,
Bears take a lot of shots. Oh god, the bear turns around.
A lot easier to get shot, and you've only got 3 HP as well.
Yeah, I noticed that. You start with less HP. Yeah, it's kind of.
Still not as crippling as the invisible.
Oh
but
god, the buffalo herd, which is always the end of me.
the invisible actually, if you get lucky at the beginning, it can get really overpowered because
Oh, God.
such a tiny hitbox.
Oh god.
Yeah, but and so if you get all 4, then it's like, well, there we go.
God, oh god, the ship is too big for the buffalo event. It's just too damn fat.
My developer pro tip for the buffalo section is if you stick to the bottom of the screen, it's actually a bit easier.
I will remember that, but that brings us about to the end of this segment. Let's go ahead and get my cursor back out of the game. And there we go. Alright, so we are going to move on to the Kickstarter Spotlight. Hopefully I still have that website open. I do. I don't need this website open. Too many windows. Okay, we are looking at Star Crawlers. And we are going to just take a moment here and watch the trailer of it once I get up on screen here. Come on, there we go. Alright, this is Star Crawlers trailer time.
Hi, I'm Asa, and this is George. And we're part of the team from Juggernaut Games, a small game studio in San Diego, California. We've been working together for 3 years. The past 6...
Alright, we just normally look at the gameplay part. The whole talking part runs on long and anything. Anyway, the game, it has recently hit its goal, actually. It's at 69,000 of 65,000, which is the wonderful number to be at. 11 days to go. They're actually cracking hard on to get a press build out that they intend to send me, so hopefully within the next couple of days I'll be able to make a video of this. But it is a first-person dungeon crawler roguelike with an actual combat mode, which is something you don't see very much in games these days. You know, it's traditional. It was used a lot in JRPGs, but you don't see it a whole lot anymore. But it actually has its own combat mode, you know, battle mode. And it's sci-fi and looks pretty damn wonderful.
I'd have to agree that the art style looks awesome, and I do like how it's got the more JRPG style of combat going.
And let's, I believe it's roguelike. I believe it has permadeath and random generation, and it is actually turn-based when it comes to movement and such, but it's just in a first-person view. The enemies look really awesome, look really mechanical and scary. And that is, it looks like that's a medical bot in this GIF, and that looks like a terrifying medical bot. No, doctor, please, no. Yeah,
You gotta have the saws that help sever the limbs.
We got classic CRPG with sci-fi flavor, narrative AI, which anyone that doesn't know what that means, it basically means it's the AI throws things at you dynamically. It's not just a set kind of dungeon. You see that a lot in games that are like kind of what kind of games? I can't think of the genre for that game, but it's kind of like a Dwarf Fortressy like game that uses that a lot. It was kickstarted a while ago. I can't remember the name of it. But anyway, it has narrative AI that reacts to how you're doing, you know, what's going on, if you're able to lower the difficulty or up the difficulty based on how you're doing. So it's interesting and dynamic. Player-driven experience. There's a lot more in story and dialogue and character development than you see in traditional dungeon crawlers or RPGs or excuse me, dungeon crawlers or roguelikes. It has a lot of the RPG elements of story building and character background and all of that. RPG style combat. Let's see what else it talks about here. Build a relentless crew of crawlers. Basically, storyline wise is your crawlers, which are basically scavengers that go around and get what they can of value out of derelict ships and any other interesting things floating around in space. So basically space mercenary scavenger guys. There's a cyber ninja too. That's all you need to know. Hacker, soldier, void. The void. Psyker. Okay, I was like, what is that? Is that a word? This one
is silent.
Yeah, this one is interesting. I watched a developer video that walked through how combat, you know, a walkthrough of the combat mode that talked about this, where they have to do things to build up void points to be able to use some of their abilities. But if you build up too much void points, your head explodes. It's a very chaotic force.
Wait,
if you don't keep it in check and keep it balanced, your head will explode. That character will die.
Oh my.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting, isn't it?
I'm trying to remember the name of the game this reminds me of. There was a first-person turn-based RPG that was like a fantasy game on Steam.
Grimrock? Legend of Grimrock?
Yeah, that's what it was, yeah.
But it didn't have a separate combat mode, though. It was all...
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, it was all just in
That's
the
something you
same
don't see
view.
very often in a first-person dungeon crawler like Grimrock. It's an actual combat mode. Which...
Oh, snap.
Yeah.
Oh, snap,
I just
what?
noticed Ben Prunty is working on the soundtrack.
Apparently you know
From
who that
FTL
is.
fame.
Oh, okay. Well, then it's going to be a good soundtrack. I'm really looking forward to the press build of this. I hope they get it to me soon because I want to play it. But I should drop the link to this Kickstarter.
You didn't do that, did you?
No. Let's see if I can actually get my the right window open here. Here is the link to this Kickstarter. It's really cool. I'm looking forward to it. And it did pretty well. I mean, it's funny with 11 days to go. That's pretty good. It has stretch goals. I know it has a $70,000 stretch goal, and I'm pretty much sure that's going to hit. And that is include male and female versions of every class, because the general classes right now are gender locked. You know, the void psyker is always female and whatnot. And they're going to, if you get $70,000, they will include a male and female version of each class instead of them being gender locked classes. So that's always a great thing to have in games. I don't like gender locking when it comes to classes. At $75,000, they will have a first new player class, so there will be a new class added if they get up to $75,000, which that's pretty attainable with 11 days left. I can't read what the $85,000 one is, second new player class, but I can't read the subtext to it because of overlap of images here. At $95,000, there will be there will be a third, and a fourth class, then a hero class enemies at $115,000.
So that's where we don't want the funding to go, because we still want to be able to beat the game.
Yeah, then mini bosses at 130, localization at 120, 150 is new colony ship, extra enemies, bosses, and loot. I don't know. I said it was procedurally generated, but I might be mixing up the information I have in my head about different games that are on Kickstarter right now, so I might be wrong about that, because it seems like the ships might be set, you know. Item crafting at 200,000. That would be pretty cool. Customizable player ship at 225,000. That's a pretty lofty goal to get to that in 11 days, though. So at least I think they'll probably get up to the first couple stretch goals at this rate. But who knows? Once they put out the press, this is all done without any kind of press demo being out there, which is it's really hard to be successful on Kickstarter without any kind of playable thing out there for at least the press or the public. So once they put out the press demo, they might get a big surge. Who knows?
One thing that does concern me a little bit, it's by customizable player ship, does that mean that that's a level editor?
I don't know.
Because if so, it seems like a bad idea to have that as such a lofty goal, because level editor just gives your game life, a longer shelf life.
I think your player ship is your hub in between the missions.
Yeah, that's what it'd have to be.
Yeah, and it's probably just like decorative or such. You know, I don't know how advanced it would be, but yeah, it'd be. I always like customization in games. Alrighty, that's about enough blabbing on about something that no one's actually played yet. So. Alright, and we are... No, game capture turn off. There we go. We are coming to the end of the podcast. I'm going to wrap it up a little bit early tonight, I guess. About 10 minutes early once we're done shilling. And that's what we're here to do right now is the shilling segment. I'm not missing a segment. Am I, Gingerdragon? It feels like I'm missing...
No, we did. We went through it all.
Alright, okay. Let's go ahead and do shilling. Elliott's gone and already shilled anyway, so... Andrew, go ahead and drop some links. Show people where they can buy your game, which we should have linked to while I was playing it. That was my bad.
Yeah. My game is on Steam. It's Super Amazing Wagon Adventure, and I will paste the link in the chat. Did that work? Oh, yeah, there it is. And you can also follow me on Twitter. It's where I post most frequently if you want to sort of keep up to date with whatever I'm doing, like the development updates for my next game. And that's it.
You don't have a company website or anything they can check out?
Yeah, I do. I don't keep it as up to date as Twitter.
Hold on a second.
I'll post it anyways, but yeah,
it's removing your links. Why?
What? No, it's not.
It says on my screen, link removed for his second one.
Oh.
That's weird, because mine are still there.
Okay, I moderated you myself this time. I'm still getting link removed.
I'll type it without the HTTP.
Yeah, go ahead. But once I mod somebody, it sometimes takes like 10 seconds for it to actually take effect. So Hitbox is cool, but it's also beta still, guys. So gotta keep that in mind. There's some things are a little wonky sometimes.
What? You still there?
Yes.
You just sort of like cut off.
That's it for me. That's all my.
Alrighty. Go buy Super Amazing Wagon Adventure. It's worth a couple bucks
Do
or
it.
whatever it's at. It's crazy, like drug fueled, crazy fun. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I actually did a game pro on that like 8 or so months ago, a long time ago.
Yeah, it's been out for a while, but it's not. It's only been on Steam for a little bit now, so it's fun game. It's a lot of fun, and it's great for just like, oh, I got 5 minutes to play a game. Let's play this game. You know, it's great.
Thanks.
Pick up and play quickly kind of game. And I definitely interested in your next game. Once that's actually finished and released, I'll probably bring you back on the podcast to show that off as well.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I'd be more than happy to do that.
I was kind of busy trying not to die when you're doing most of your talking about Go Plague Monkey Go. Is there a playable build out at this point at all?
Not yet. It's still sort of deep in the development process, but I'm hoping to get it out like at least within the first half of this year, like hopefully within the next few months.
Sounds good to me. You're not the type of developer that does early access and beta stuff, do you? You just hold off until it's finished, if I remember correct.
Yeah, I probably will just hold off. Like, I'll probably do some updates after it's out, but I'm probably not going to release it till it's done.
I like early access games, but I definitely respect that stance. So that will be sometime this year, hopefully. I want to say Super Plague Monkey for some reason.
Super Go Plague Wagon Go.
Monkey. You forgot the monkey at the end.
Monkeys aren't important. I hate monkeys.
You hate spiders, you hate monkeys, you hate anything that's not dragons, apparently.
No. I don't hate everything that's not a dragon.
Alright, and go ahead and shill Gingerdragon.
All right. Well, anyways, I've got Twitter, Twitch, YouTube. I haven't really been using my hitbox too much. Oh, apparently the message got lost in subspace. There it is. But yes, YouTube. I make various YouTube videos, Let's Plays, and meanwhile, I'm still trying to get around to rebooting my review series and alpha demo look at thing majig. Twitter. I talk about the horrendously difficult time of trying to integrate myself into a predominantly human society. If I recall correctly, I think Monday I went on a tangent about the differences between human and animalistic sacrifices. But regardless, I talk about Dragon Life and video games, and of course the Twitch. I play video games, just any video game I kind of want really. So there's that. That's about it.
His Dragon Life tweets are very entertaining, though I missed that series of tweets apparently. The
Yeah,
ritual
I mean,
sacrifice.
humans never stuff their own cadavers full of sulfur, so
Oh wait, no, I saw
it's
that.
nice. It's nice.
Most humans don't.
Most humans.
Yes.
Any decent human that lives in a village I dominate over just doesn't.
How many villages exist in this day and age?
A few of them, they're here and there.
Yeah, I guess there's probably villages over in UK. There's still little places that would be considered a village, I think. Very rustic and authentic looking places. And as for me, I am Fedora Gamer. I am on the YouTube. I'm primarily a Why?
Did you just get your own link deleted?
No. Instead of showing the links, it decided to embed my channel trailer, I think.
Nice. Well, for me, the link didn't even show up, so I guess there's that.
Okay. Chat's a little wonky, but let's try putting... Never mind. Links. I'm youtube.com/FedorGamer with a 4 for the A in gamer. If you're watching this on YouTube, the VOD of this, then you are already in the right spot and you should click that subscribe button. If you want to watch this live, the podcast is live every week at hitbox.tv/FedoraGamer with a 4 for the A in gamer. I hate saying that, but it's awkward to say out loud. And if you're watching this live right now, you're in the right place. And if you're not following my Hitbox channel, you should go ahead and click that follow button as well. And I am, of course, on Twitter at FedoraGamer. I don't know, I tweet things sometimes. Nothing interesting like the life of a dragon or anything like that, or the life of a developer. It's just my boring life in YouTube videos. That's what I tweet about. So, and that
Way
about...
to just put yourself down, jeez.
It's true. I realized the other day that I don't really tweet much interesting things. It's just my videos being tweeted out, and then responding to other people's tweets. I don't really tweet much myself, I've noticed. Just talking to other people that are already tweeting kind of thing. I don't know. I should figure out some shtick for Twitter to make it entertaining.
The most successful ones are always egotistical, feminist, or
Dragons.
no. I think those are the big ones. Well, that goes along with being egotistical.
Oh, true.
That's just genetic, because
You
we
guys
are
need to
better than everything else.
start a fake feud. That always draws attention.
Good point.
Controversy.
Twitter drama. You gotta have that Twitter drama.
Oh yeah.
All right.
I will lose all respect for you, but that's okay because you'll have tons more followers than I will.
Oh, well, I didn't have any respect for you in the first place, so...
Well, we aren't talking about your respect for me, are we?
So then it'd just be even if you lost respect for me. So it would
Yeah,
be
exactly. So do it. Let's start some drama.
I will something insulting towards dragon kind. I don't know. I'll figure something out
Not
there.
towards me, you idiot.
Oh,
That won't get you the big numbers.
with who then? Phil Fish? I don't know.
Yeah, do it. Do some. What's his name? Cliffy B.
Yeah, start some drama with Notch. I don't know. I wouldn't want to actually do that. That'd be horrible. But anyway, this is the end of the Randomly Generated podcast. I do apologize for the technical difficulties at the beginning, which is probably very confusing for people listening and hearing only 2/3 or 3/4 of the conversation. But it happens. It won't happen again next time. There is a bit of news that I would like to point out is that I have recently got a new job that I will be starting in a couple weeks once I do the whole 2 weeks notice of my current job. That is awesome, pays a lot better, and something I'm going to really enjoy. But it will be coming with a change of day and maybe time of the podcast. I do not know exactly what's going to happen yet, but in the next couple of weeks we will figure that out. So the podcast might be changing days. No big deal. It'll still be every week. It just might be on a different day every week. But stay tuned for more information about that. I will probably be talking about it a lot on Twitter once I know exactly what's going on. So, that's the end of the podcast. Bye, everybody. Say bye, guys.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
Thanks for joining us. Don't forget, next week, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here. Bye-bye. Actually, before we buy, let's not buy yet. Oh, hey, giving away codes. You're awesome. I am going to do something that I forgot to do last week. Is I am actually going to run some ads. I'm not partnered on Hitbox, but I am running the ads to support Hitbox because I like their service. So, suddenly ads. I don't know. I can't see them, so because I haven't refreshed the stream. Actually, is it doing? I actually did. No, my stream is active. No ads?
Well, that button didn't work.
Do you guys see ads?
I
Nope.
do not see
Well, my
ads.
stream's just blatantly frozen. So.
Hey, Danson? No, he's not here anymore. Ads don't work. Well, I was going to support them, but yeah, that's the end of the stream.
Just GG ads.
Yeah.
Oh no! Apparently, Card. No wait, there's an O. That's throwing everything off. Come on, Card James.
Well, that's what I get for trying to do a good deed. I don't know. Maybe they just don't have any ads that are signed up, ad suppliers right now. It is still in beta and still a fairly small service, so that might be a case. Where is OBS? There's OBS. Okay, well, anyway, bye.